Jacob dreams of a ladder in which angels are going up and down the ladder. Now, the commentaries discuss the idea that if you are dreaming of a ladder with angels, I would imagine that the angels should be going down and then up. Because generally in our imagination and the way they're depicted in the Torah, angels are from heaven, not from earth, which means the direction should be down, then up. Why does Jacob dream of angels going up and then down? Rashi tells us one explanation is that the angels of Israel, which accompanied Jacob in the land of Israel, were leaving him. And he was now receiving the angels of the diaspora. So that the angels going up first are the angels of Israel going up the ladder, Kobi, Dudu, etc., going up the ladder. The angels of the diaspora, Bradley, Craig, Paul, are coming to greet him. But the Maharal says that's all very nice and good, but Jacob hasn't left Israel yet. He's in Beit El or in Yerushalayim. He's in the middle of the country. He hasn't left Israel. Why are the angels of Israel leaving him? He's just at Ben Gurion Airport. He has not left the country. And the Maharal gives us a major and fantastic principle. The Maharal says, because inasmuch as he was heading out of Israel, he already lost the sanctity of the land of Israel. Why, he says? Because your spiritual level is determined not by where you are, but by where you're going. Not by your current position, but by your trajectory. And by the same token, when Jacob heads back to Israel later on in a couple of weeks, Parshas, Jacob, we are told, he meets angels. It says Machanayim, he meets two camps of angels. And Rashi there comments the same idea. He meets the angels of Israel coming to greet him, and the angels of the diaspora are leaving him. And there also, he is not yet in Israel. He's just leaving Syria, where he came from. And the answer the Maharal gives is the same answer, because his spiritual level is that of Israel. Why? Because he's already on the way to Israel. So it's not the scalar, it's the vector, as Rabbi Isaac Bernstein put it. It's not the measure of what you are doing and where you are now, but the measure of spirituality is where you're heading. And so therefore we're all on the ladder. And the Kotzker Rebbe once put it this way. He's walking with some students and there's two painters on ladders. And he says, if you look at the painters, he says, I guess the angle they were standing, it was not clear who was higher. And he asked his students, which painter is higher? Who's higher on the ladder? And the students, like they're saying, I don't know, maybe the guy on the left, the guy on the right, parallax error, etc. Kotzker says, no. He says, the guy who's heading up is higher. The guy who's heading down is lower. Because it's really your trajectory which is the most important. Don't focus where you are now, but focus on where you're going. That's the lesson, according to the Maharal's explanation of Rashi's explanation of the verse, which is the angels going up the ladder and then down. Have a wonderful Shabbos. This is Mordechai Becher with the Gateways Parsha Vlog.